All right, we back at it, y'all. Hope everybody feels good this morning. My man Kermit checking in on time. I'm glad you're here, bro. You're gonna really enjoy this. I think this is gonna really help you. I think you're gonna dig this one a lot. I hope everybody's ready to really feel good this morning. I hope you understood what we were going over yesterday when we kind of went through all of those trainings, because those brain secrets are hella important, and a lot of people never learned them. A lot of people don't even know they exist. You know, we were talking about how the brain makes automatic decisions. We were talking about how, the brain makes decisions before it even gets all the information. We were talking about how the subconscious mind and the conscious mind are two ways that the brain has to operate. But that while the subconscious mind can handle hundreds of decisions at once, the conscious mind can only handle one. That's crazy, right? I'm sure we knew that on a subconscious level, but I'm not sure we ever understood how to use it. So my goal is to help us use some of this stuff, right? This weekend we're doing a training on closing. I think that's going to be really helpful for a lot of us. I think that you're really going to dig what we go over. I'm going to have some homework for you before we get to the class, because now that we know that the brain makes decisions in the beginning, that relieves a lot of stress for our new team members. That gives people confidence, because now they're like, dang, I ain't got to learn all of this other stuff that barely contributes to the decision they make. All I have to do is watch what I say in the beginning. And that's what I'm going to give you in a few minutes. It shortens the presentation. Watch how we begin to apply this stuff. It helps you keep your friends because you sort them way quicker. All you did was give them an option, and either they into it or they not. But now you get to keep your friends. It helps you avoid rejection. And your new teammates, while I'm on that subject, they don't know any of this. That's why it's so important you plug them in with stuff like this. They don't know what's going on, man. They have no idea. Allie, I'm glad you made it this morning, Queen. You're going to love this. Trey Brown in the house. I'm glad you made it. That's a fact, Kermit. That's a fact. The key is, how do we use that? Now that we know that, how do we use it? Taisha in the house. I'm glad you made it, Queen. That means Harrisburg, Pennsylvania's up in here. What's up, Miss Bishop? I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you made it. Yeah, we're going to get this thing going. Yesterday, I gave you a bunch of examples that prove that decisions are made first. We talked about channel surfing. We talked about the fact that when the waitress asks you, do you want cream with your coffee? You remember that? We talked about getting a robocall on the phone. We talked about YouTube videos. How instantly do you make these decisions? Well, why do you think the customer is basing their decision on these long presentations? Why do you think the customer is basing their decision on the brochure and all of that? Kind of interesting, right? It's like we just never thought about it. Man, I hope you're ready. I'm going to go ahead and call it on this live line. We about to get this party started, y'all. I feel good this morning. I hope you do too. Let's go.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time, because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
Please enter
Well, if I got to bring it out dragging and kicking.
Thank you. Please announce yourself. All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Hey, what I'm about to do is send out the message on the text message system. So do me a favor and share this training while I'm doing that, y'all. Do me a favor and share this training with somebody while I'm doing this. Because I guarantee you that you're going to want to watch this again and again and again. Like the stuff that I'm about to give you, you'll be able to use it for whatever your business is. And there we go. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. We ready? All right, so what I promised you today was, yesterday we started talking about the simple fact that the brain makes decisions first. But today, what I told you we were going to talk about, continuing this whole thing on the brain secrets that make closing anybody way easier is we started talking about what these pre-existing programs are. Like, what are these programs that you're trying to leverage as you get dog nice with your closes, as you really start to understand what it is you're supposed to be saying to people. The first one, somebody give it to me in the comments, is survival. Survival. Like all of our brains have a survival program, right? Like we're like, I need food, right? We're like, I need clothing. I need shelter. I give you an example. Let's just say we're out in the forest and I pick a mushroom, right? Now, 9 out of 10 mushrooms don't hurt you. 9 out of 10 mushrooms are like pretty harmless, might even have some nutrition in them. Are you going to eat the mushroom? No, you instantly decided because of your survival program. You're like, nah, I'll pass. Somebody give me survival in the comments. Your survival program plays a lot into the automatic decisions your brain makes. Remember, yesterday we decided that your brain makes automatic decisions. Now I'm about to show you the deep part. Now I'm about to show you what these programs are and then a quick way to leverage them. A quick way to leverage them so that your closing ratio begins to skyrocket. All right, so survival is number one. Somebody give me survival. Appreciate that, Michelle. That's the first one. Here's the second one, y'all. Self-interest. Self-interest. Self-interest is number two. Somebody give me self-interest. This is the second program that everybody's brain has where if you're not dealing with it, then you're going to lose every time. I give you an example. You go online, you're about to do a presentation, and you name your presentation after your company. You name your presentation after your company. Why you should join Nove. Why you should join Tava. Why you should join, Vibe Rides or whatever your company is called, right? Well, you're ignoring the survival you're ignoring the self-interest program that everybody has in their head. What are you talking about, Hazik? I'm talking about you invite me to your event. You're inviting me to your presentation, and it's all about your company. Maybe your company is Nove. And so you call it business credit or something like that. So now what I have to do is sit there and listen to an hour lecture on business credit. And you know what you're competing against? My family time. You're competing against Netflix. You're going to have to come up with some specific reasons I need to be there. You're going to have to come up with some specific reasons that I need to listen to you. Otherwise, you lost me, baby. You get what I'm saying to you? Because of a program called self-interest. Somebody give me self-interest. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Here's a third one, curiosity. The third program is curiosity. This is a program we all have in our head, y'all. Curiosity, curiosity. Now, if you've ever seen a James Bond movie, it always starts off with a chase scene, right? Anybody ever seen a James Bond movie? Really, most movies, they start off with something that's going to hook you, some kind of curiosity. And then that keeps us in the movie for the full 90 minutes. Or in the case of this last James Bond movie, it's like damn near 3 hours. But they start with a heck of a hook so that you're bought into it. We want to know what's going on. Curiosity kind of kicks in. You get what I mean? That's the third program. Somebody give me curiosity. Appreciate that, Kermit. Appreciate that, Kermit. Here's the fourth one I got for you. Love and family protection. Love and protecting your family. That clicks on a program in your head, y'all. Love and protecting your family is the fourth one I got for you. That clicks on a program in your head. I feel like I don't have to explain that one too much. But if you agree with that, if you love your family, if you want to protect them, somebody give me love and protection in the comments. Give me love and protection in the comments if you can agree with me that that is a program that's in your head where you want to protect your family. So you see the dog coming down the street. You walking with your daughter, what you gonna do? Maybe you walk behind this fence. Maybe you go the other way, right? The program kicks in. You don't have to think about it. Oh, I see it's dripping foam from its mouth. Should I come up and pet the puppy? Maybe the puppy's just hungry. No, it clicks on immediately. And you're like, out of protection, right? It clicks on immediately. All right, here's number. Okay, love and protection. Appreciate that, Taisha. Here's number 5, recognition. Recognition is a program that's in everybody's head as a human being. This is one of those automatic programs, recognition. Listen, recognition could be why Mr. Terry loves working out and I prefer to eat. Maybe Mr. Terry loves the recognition from looking good on the beach, from looking good in his suits and all of that. And maybe I don't give a, maybe for me, it's like, nah, I don't care about recognition. So now you say, oh, this is why we listen first. This is why we listen first, so that we can understand what personality type we're dealing with and whether they even care about, like we know Windsor personalities care about recognition, but some of the others don't as much, right? Some people go crazy over recognition. It's an automatic program. But guess what? Everybody wants acknowledgement. Everybody wants it a little bit. Some people go crazy over it. They'll do anything for it. Napoleon had this quote where he was like, I've discovered something curious. Men will die for ribbons, right? Recognition. It's a program. Babies cry for it. Grown men die for it. Recognition is number 5 I got for you. Somebody give me number 6. Somebody give me number 6. We're talking about number 6 is number 6 is romance. Romance. We have instant decisions when it comes to romance. I talked about this a little bit yesterday. They have programs now, apps that you can get, right? Yeah, somebody give me romance and a share if you agree. If you agree with some of these, give me a share. Like, you want to have this so that it comes up in your memories this time next year, and you can gauge your progress against where you were last year this time. You know what I'm saying? So somebody give me romance and then a share. Romance clicks on automatic programs, right? Automatic programs kick in. I mean, have you ever made? I ain't even gonna go there, but check this out. There are different apps right now where all you see is a picture and you swipe right or you swipe left, right? All you see is a picture. You don't know anything about the person, but you've made a decision. Is that fair? Romance then is number 6. Here's number 7. Yeah, somebody give me romance. Somebody give me romance. Somebody give me romance. Yeah. What's up, Lanice? My girl Lanice in this joint. Okay. Here's the next one I got for you. Number 7, they hate a political party or they love a political party. You have a close friend who is a diehard for a political party. I've often wondered what makes somebody decide that they are a Democrat or decide they are a Republican, and then automatically you agree with 30, 40, 50 different hot button issues. All of a sudden, you believe everything on this whole list of 30, 40, or 50 things. You've made an instant decision, right? You probably haven't even done all the knowledge and the research on each of the issues. Just because you claim, you bang for Democrat or you bang for Republican. That's what they call it in the world of gangs, right? They call it banging. So that's my little joke, right? All of a sudden, you just walking in lockstep with all these issues. That's dangerous. If everybody's thinking the same, then somebody ain't thinking. Well, guess what? Most people don't think. Put political party and then give me a share, y'all. I'm going to slow down. I feel like I'm going too fast. Give me political party and a share, y'all. Give me political party and a share. I ain't trying to overwhelm you. I'm trying to hurry up and get to the good stuff. But I just want you to see the programs that you need to be leveraging because all the information is cool, but I just now gave you 7 different examples of how the information don't even matter. The information don't even matter, y'all. Isn't that crazy? And nobody ever shared this with you, right? Nobody ever helped us understand this. It's not the information. It's the programs. It's not the information. It's the conditioning. I hope this is making sense to somebody. Y'all be like, how does he close so many people? How come whenever he tries, he's at the top of the leaderboard? How can he stay at the top of the leaderboard and barely have time to? It's because my closing, whereas some of you close 2 out of 10, I'm probably more like 8 out of 10 because I am using this stuff. And after you learn it, you're going to be like, oh, that's what's going on. Now, we're not talking about manipulation. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about influence, y'all. We're talking about the fact that people need influence to get past their self-limiting crap, their self-limiting beliefs. But I'm going to tell you something. People use this stuff to go against us. People definitely use this stuff to destroy our lives. 80% of the decisions you make. Some say 90% of the decisions you make are on impulse. All right, I'm telling you. So political party, appreciate that. Political party. All right, here's number 8, prejudice. Prejudice, y'all. Somebody give me a prejudice and share. I don't have to go too deep into that, right? There are people who have prejudices against you because of the fact that you're a woman, or prejudices against you because of the fact that you're a man, or because of the color of your skin, or because you're skinny, or because you're big, because you're tall, because you're short. I'm talking about people have prejudices in their mind. If you with that one, yeah, give me prejudices and then give me a share. Give me a share. All right, here's number 9. Acceptance to be part of a group. It's a pre-existing program. Acceptance. This is why if your child hangs out with the gang, next thing you know, he robbing liquor stores, right? If your child hangs out with the math nerds, next thing you know, he's getting all A's. Because we just want to be accepted. It doesn't matter what the group is. If we're around this group, we want to be accepted by it. That's why you got to watch the culture that you're building. Because to be accepted, people will work harder than they believe possible. Or to be accepted, people will break laws that they thought that they'd never disrespect. To be accepted, people will do. I mean, have you ever studied cults? Do you understand how powerful acceptance is? Acceptance, y'all. Give me acceptance. Give me acceptance and give me a share. Kermit, you crazy. You on one this morning, Kermit. All right, here's number 10. Personal power. Personal power and independence. Personal power and independence, y'all. Everybody's dealing with these 10 programs, and there's some more. So now I want to get into this. Appreciate that. So now I want to get into this. Where do we get our programs? This is important. Where do we get our programs, y'all? Somebody give me that in the comments. Where do we get this stuff? When you give it to me in the comments, you're putting it in your subconscious mind, and you're letting me turn this into a PowerPoint presentation so that people can really get what we're giving them. I want you to be able to share this with your teams so that they stop quitting on you. They're wasting their breath. They're feeling demoralized because they don't know how the brain works, y'all. That's what's going on. So where do we get our programs? When you're born, you only have 2 fears: the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. Those are your only 2 fears when you're born. But where do we get these other programs, right? So we get some from birth, we just now said. We get some from birth. All right. But then check it out. We get some from parents. I gave you a bunch of these yesterday. We get some from teachers, right? We get some from other influences. They tell us what to think. They tell us what to believe. Many of us are religion because of our parents, right? Many of us believe in Santa Claus. Hopefully not anymore. But when we did believe in it, it's because our parents told us it was so. And we just believed it, right? They tell us what to think. They tell us what to believe. What's another one? Personal experiences. You go to the restaurant, you try this dish, you hate it. All of a sudden, you're like, when somebody presents it to you again, your decision is made. We've already decided. We haven't figured out how this chef makes it, or how this family friend makes it, or how this family member makes it. We just have decided we don't like blank. So that's personal experiences. That's kind of interesting, right? You go to the bookstore. You pick up the book. There are 20,000, 30,000 books in that bookstore, right? Hopefully you go to the bookstore, but that's a whole nother training. You pick up the book. You look at the cover. You look at the title. You instantly decide, oh, this is something I need, or oh no, this ain't nothing that I can use. Somebody give me personal experiences, and then give me a share. And this is why this is so important, y'all. This is why this is so important. Because if personal experiences, if some of these other factors are what change is where we got our programs, it means it's also how we can change our programs, right? If we can give our teammates books and audios and YouTube videos that can change the way they think, all of a sudden they'll change the way they experience life. It'll change them. It'll change their personal reality and therefore change their personality. This is why personal development is so powerful. Does this make sense? If we go out with our teammates and give them personal experiences, some people don't believe that, they'll be able to sell like a big ticket item. They don't believe that if they had a $25,000 product, like our company in particular has a $25,000 white label, and they don't believe that they'll be able to sell it, right? Until they see other people doing it. And then it's like, oh, the personal experience, the social proof, the wanting to be accepted by the group. It starts to change the way we look at everything. Is this powerful? Is this powerful? So now that we know this, let's get to work. Let's get to work, y'all. So I'm going to give you a phrase that I want you to practice before this weekend's class. Obviously, we got a Kaizen Academy this weekend. I got one I want you to practice before we get to this weekend's class, y'all. Oh, snap. And that's how you join the text message system right there. Here's one I want you to practice. Write this in your notes, or obviously you'll be able to rewind this video, but I want you to try this, right? This is a close that you practice where you don't even understand how powerful this is until you get them programs that we just now gave you. All right, so try this out. I don't know about you, but I don't want to just sit on the sidelines while everybody else is building a business on the side so they can eventually leave their jobs and work from home, leave their jobs and be their own boss. You hear that? You hear that? I'm going to say it again so that you catch it. I don't know about you, but I don't want to sit on the sidelines while everybody else is building businesses on the side so they can eventually leave their job and be their own boss. Remember yesterday we said icebreakers can be a close? Listen to that now. I don't know about you, right? But I don't want to just sit on the sidelines while everybody else is building businesses on the side so they can eventually leave their job and be their own boss. Now, what just now happened right there, right? People hate risk because of the survival program, right? What other programs just now got brought in with that? What other programs did I use with that close right there? What other programs did I use with that program? What other survival programs did I use with that close? Right? We hate risk because we got a survival program, right? There's an acceptance program that kicks in, right? Everybody else is doing it. I don't want to get left out, right? I got another one for you. This is how you need to introduce your 3 ways from now on. This is how you need to introduce your 3 ways from now on. Here's one that'll knock them, because it's not. Now, don't get me wrong. The presentation can ruin the sale for you, but it's not what clinches the sale for you. What clinches the sale, they've made the decision before they hear it. Don't get me wrong. It's good that your company is amazing. I know ours is, you know what I mean? But check it out. That's not where they make the decision. Have I given you enough examples to prove that, y'all? So here's something you can say. Check it out. Before I show you how this works, let me tell you what happened to me. Somebody give me that in the comments. Before I show you how this works, let me tell you what happened to me. Right? But before I show you how this works, let me tell you what happened to my next door neighbor. Before I show you how this works, let me tell you what happened to my next door neighbor. I tried 164 diets and I gained it all back. But what happened to me is just by changing what happened, just by changing what I had for breakfast, right? This protein shake, I gave the weight back and kept it off. But before I show you how this business credit program works, let me tell you what happened to my neighbor. Man, he was struggling in his business. He had figured out how to work the business, but he had run out of money. He was out of his savings and everything. Just by working his business credit program, just by building his business credit, he was able to get a company car. He was able to get a second location. Now he has the money to market. Before y'all show you how this works, let me tell you what happened to my next door neighbor. Before I show you how this works, let me tell you what happened to me. You're going to see resistance go down. Now they have an open mind. Everybody loves a story. Facts tell, stories sell, right? Facts tell, stories sell. Now they're relaxed. I just told them a story, and now we done. They've already made a decision. They've already made a decision. Am I making sense? Man, I can't wait till I cannot. Ooh. All right, but you still want to close, though. You still want to close, so I'm about to give you a close. Check this out. This is one you can practice. So after the presentation, you hit them with this. So what's going to be easier for you? And then you give them two choices, right? Choice number one is your product or service. Choice number two is they continue on with their miserable life, right? So this is the close you can practice. So what's going to be easier for you? And then you give them two choices. Right? And if you get this down, Mama Mahassan, your whole life is going to change. You're going to be able to let go of that job. If you get this down, Kerman, everything's going to be different. Hey, Dennis, get this down. And they're going to be calling you D Money for real. They're going to be calling you D Money for real. So what's going to be easier for you? So what's going to be easier for you? That's right. It can be, let me tell you what happened to me. It can be what happened to my neighbor. Yeah, this is going to change everything for you. So now here's a close for you. So what's going to be easier for you? And you give them two choices. Choice number one is what you recommend. Choice number two is keep their miserable life just the way it is. So what's going to be easier for you? Continue to work from 7 to 7 the rest of your life and then you die? Or start a business that you work part-time until it eventually becomes full-time, and then you can fire your boss. Are people programmed to make easy decisions or hard decisions, y'all? This ain't a trick question. Are people programmed to make easy decisions or hard decisions? This ain't a trick. This ain't a trick. I'm really asking. I really want you to think about, of course, they want to make the easy decision. Nobody's programmed to want their life to be hard. Everybody wants an easier life. They already made a yes decision, or they wouldn't be listening. So now when you ask them what's easier, what you recommend, or keep their life the same, they're in there like swimwear. You get what I'm saying to you? Is this making sense? Somebody give me, so what's going to be easier and then a share? So what's going to be easier and then a share? What's going to be easier for you? Continue working from 7 to 7 the rest of your life and then you die, right? Or get started now. So maybe by next year, you can work from your home. Before I show you how this works, let me tell you what happened to me. I used to commute to work out of my, stuck in traffic. It was horrible. But now I can work out of my home with my business, spend time with my kids. I read them a story at nap time. I read them a story at bedtime. Man, it's so much better. Now they're like, man, I want to work from home. Yeah, this is it. They've already made the decision. It's not the presentation, y'all. It's the programs. It's the programs in their mind. What's going to be easier for you? Continue going to work every day for the rest of your life? Or do like I did, start part-time, build it till it's full-time, and work from home. You're thinking, is that going to work every time? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's going to work every single time. What's going to be easier for you now? What's going to be easier for you? Keep spending all this extra money because you have bad credit, having to put down horrible security deposits, having to pay all this extra money in interest? Or sign up now, have much better credit, and keep all that extra money to spend on your kids? What's going to be easier for you? What's going to be easier for you? to hope your boss is going to give you a 25% raise, or start a part-time business now so you can have that extra money for when your kids go to school? What's going to be easier for you? Not take care of your body and hope for the best? Or maybe guarantee you get all the nutrition you need every day through this product? What's going to be easier for you? Listen, y'all, I want you to make it comfortable. I want you to make it comfortable. This is your homework, because it's time for us to get to our affirmations. This is your homework. Write your favorite clothes for your product or service, and then write your favorite clothes for your opportunity. Write your favorite clothes for your service or product, or write your favorite clothes for your opportunity. You heard what I'm saying? And then we're going to talk about it this weekend on the Kaizen Academy. If you just want to join just for this class, you can do that. I'll put the link in the comments. I think the link is in my profile pic too, if you follow on Facebook. If not, just reach out through the text message system and I'll send it out like that. But if you just want to take this one class, you can. I think it's like $30. You're going to make that back off one sale, man. Stop playing. You know, and if you don't have the $30, just use what we gave you for free, man. We don't care about the money, as y'all well know. It's all good, man. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. We don't care about that. What we want to do is get your life expectancy as an entrepreneur. We want your team to understand what's really going on. That's our goal. And a lot of people just don't know, man. They've been taught closing from all these dumb movies they used to watch. That ain't how it works. So use some of these friends. And if you're in the Kaizen Academy, I want to humbly suggest, if you're on the VIP package, go back and take that class on magic words. That'll be good homework before we get into this closing class this weekend. Go back and take that class on magic words. That'll be real helpful for you. I'm humbly suggesting it. So that's your homework. I want you to write your favorite clothes for your product, write your favorite clothes for your opportunity, and then we'll kind of chop it up this weekend. Everybody with me? Everybody with me? Was this helpful? I want you to write it out. I gave you about 3 or 4 different frameworks you can use. We talked about, before I show you how this works, let me tell you what happened to me. We talked about, what's going to be easier for you? Oh, here's one more I got for you, since we still got 2 minutes. I see you liked what you saw. What would you like to do next? Try that one. Try that one after they see the presentation. Try that one after they see the presentation. So before you get started, you're like, man, before I show you how this works, let me tell you what happened to me. Well, let me tell you what happened to my neighbor, right? And then I hit him with something like, man, I used to commute to work every day. It was terrible, but now I get to work from home. Then at the end, I'm like, so what's going to be easier for you? Keep on working from 7 to 7, letting your dream sucking, vampire boss take the life force out your body? Or, you know what I'm saying? Start working on something part-time, build it till it's full-time so you can end up working from your home. Right? All right. But my clock is 8 o'clock. It's time to get busy. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was helpful, y'all. It's affirmation time. Let's get it. This weekend, we just gonna focus on closing, y'all. So this might be a good one to invest in. I want to see who really care about their future. You know what I mean? You got to pay, so you pay attention, baby. Find the money. Find the $30. Find the $99. Love yourself, man. All right, repeat after me. I am so